Hey guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to do a what's on my iPhone 14. I recently upgraded to this phone and customized it with iOS 16. I've only had it for a couple weeks now, but I really like it so far. I'm going to be showing you guys all of the features that come with the iPhone 14 as long as what's on my phone. So yeah, let's get into it. The case I have on my phone is this green disordinate heart one from Wildflower. I personally love Wildflower cases a lot because in my opinion they're super protective and cute and trendy, and I kind of drop my phone a lot and my phone has never cracked with the Wildflower case on, including my old phone, so I just like them. And then I have this clear one from Amazon. It was like really cheap, $10, but my Wildflower case didn't come in time, so we had to order one quick because I'm not going to walk around with my new phone with no case on it. So we just got this clear one, and I dropped it a few times with it's on, and it didn't crack, so it's pretty protective, I think. The actual color of the phone is white, but the technical name is silver, I'm pretty sure, but you can see it appears more white. And my old phone, which was the XR, was black, and it didn't really go for a lot of cases. Like, you had to pick and choose which ones would look best. So I figured would go for a lot of things. It's like a brighter color. I don't know. It's just more of like my aesthetic. So now let's go into what's on my actual phone. Okay, I am now screen recording, but as you guys can see, there's a little red bubble right there. And it's not like the dynamic island, I think that's what it's called, that's on the iPhone 14s, because this is just a 14, but it's a little different from earlier base models like the XR that I had before this phone, but I'll talk about that later in this video. But my lock screen wallpaper is just a picture of me and my best friend Abigail that we took this month at a photo shoot. And then I have like two little widgets next to the time. I have a cloudy widget. Well, it's not cloudy, it's like the weather, but today's cloudy, so it kind of updates you that and the current temperature for that certain hour you're looking at it. And then the next one I have is from Snapchat. It's like the last person that Snapchatted me. And then I did change the font of the time. I just thought I could match the aesthetic better. And then I don't know if you can see this, but next to the time I have a heart widget, like it's a little outline of a heart, and you can actually change that in an app, Widgetsmith, which I'll show you guys a little bit in this video as well. And then going into my phone, I have two pages. This first one is kind of like a generic one where I have all of the main Apple apps and ones I don't really use as often, and that's not as exciting. And as you guys can see, I changed a little bit of it since last time I filmed one of these videos. I changed like a pink aesthetic because pink and blue is one of my favorite colors. I used to have like little images for the icons of each app, but it's kind of confusing. I couldn't find where anything is, so I just changed it to look like this. I think it looks more sleek and I can find things a lot easier. But anyways, the first app I have on my homepage is Phone, FaceTime, Safari, Camera. And speaking of camera, the camera on this thing is super clear. It also has 0.5, but they look really cool and I like how it looks. But the zoom on this is crazy. Like, you can go on that logo on my back. It's amazing, especially since my last phone wasn't as high tech as this. I really like it. And then video is also pretty clear. I feel like it's more zoomed in. You can see how messy my room is a little bit. But going out of that app, we have photos, which I have a lot of photos. I'm probably going to blur this, but they have definitely a lot more storage on the iPhone 14s, that's for sure, because I'm pretty sure I got 128 gigabytes. That's still a lot more than my old phone. Then we have Maps, Notes, and Family Wall. And if you don't know what Family Wall is, it's basically an app where you can put all of your family members' numbers in it, and you can contact each other, track each other, like lists. So for example, if we make a grocery store list, we know what gets tracked off. So if we split up in the grocery store, which my family does a lot, we know what to get and not to get. So stuff like that, just to keep track of your family stuff. And then the widget I made it with color widgets. It has a quote on it. It says, "The past cannot be changed, the future is yet in your power." And it just has a cute little neon heart for the background. And I just found all these pictures, all the wallpapers and images that I use, I found on my Pinterest, which is at the Caitlin Carter. So all my socials are always linked in the description box at the end of each of my videos. So make sure you go check the description box when you're done watching the video. Then after that widget, I have Mail, Google Photos, which is even if you delete your photos, it backs up to there as long as you have enough storage. Settings, App Store, Calculator, and Shopping folder. I have a good amount of shopping apps. I have Wallflower, Aerie, American Eagle, Forever 21, Brandy, Goat, which is pretty much a shoe shopping area. It's mainly for shoes with like designer brands, and they're brand new, but you can pretty much get them for like half off, or like it gives you good deals. So I like to see when new shoes come out because I'm kind of a shoe nerd. And then we have Gymshark, Lululemon, Nike, Sephora, Shop, which is pretty much, it's a really cool app. So if you have like a lot of packages coming at one time, it keeps track of all of your orders and like where they're at in the US and stuff like that. Then we have Target, and then we have Huntin, which is my bank app to keep track of how much I have on my card and how much like I've spent for my month, like a daily allowance pretty much. It has like my savings account. And then I have clock and school. I don't know why these folders aren't together. I'm going to put them together because that actually really bugs me. Okay, that's better. And then we have the school app, which has like the most boring apps on my phone. Has Zoom, quiz, which pretty much just gives you mini quizzes to prepare you for a bigger test that you're getting ready to take. You can put all the information, like make a little flashcard to yourself. It's really helpful, actually. Now, Google Translate and Duolingo, I don't really know how to pronounce that, but it's pretty much, I use it for Spanish, but you can use it for any language you want. It's just kind of like a tutor to help you with the language. And if you see on this lock bar down here, I don't really know if that's called, but you know the above, like people usually have the messenger or call buttons. I put these aesthetic looking widgets, well, pictures, more of these icons, but I put them right there instead. They actually don't lead into any app. I just thought it looks cute. But the first image I have is a flower, then I have the aura, which is actually the same background as my wallpaper. And then I have this image of New York with like pink clouds behind it, because New York is like my dream vacation. Abigail, if you're watching this, you know. Then going on to the next page, which is very aesthetic. It's definitely my favorite page out of the 2 pages. And it has more of my fun apps I use every day. Like I use all of these apps every day. Like these are my go-to apps. Probably spend too much time on Instagram, but it's okay. And I have 2 widgets on this page. The first one is a Spotify, which pretty much just pops up whatever playlist or whatever podcast or song you were listening to last. For me, is Dishing It with Des. I definitely recommend if you haven't followed her or seen her before. She's a book YouTuber on YouTube, and at Disney said, well, my fave. But the first few apps I have are Instagram, Snapchat, and all my socials, like I said, are in the description box, but all my socials are at Caitlin Carter. Snapchat is a really fun app, and I just put a lot of content on here, so make sure you go follow. And then Snapchat, I'm not going to go into that because I mainly use it for my friends and family. I don't give it out to anybody. Then we have Messages and Messenger Kids. Messenger Kids is pretty much a messenger, but for kids, obviously. But a lot of my friends don't have phone numbers, like the younger ones, so we use this to contact and FaceTime. It's pretty much like Snapchat, but like downgraded a little bit. Then we have the rest of my socials. We have Pinterest, which is also, I love Pinterest. You just go scroll through it. Like, look how pretty it is. This is where I get my quotes from, too. Just like poses, quotes, aesthetic looking, like gift baskets. I don't know. I love scrolling on Pinterest, and I recently redid my boards. Like shoes. Like, look how many shoes are. Yeah. Like, I want all of these shoes. Like, whatever shoes I want or whatever is my wish list, I just put it in here. Like, summer vibes. I cannot wait for summer, bro. Like, it's going to be a vibe, and I'm here for it. Next, I have YouTube, which obviously we're here now. Then we have YouTube Studio, which is a really helpful app for YouTubers. You can just go on it and keep track of all your analytics, like engagement, watch time hours, who's viewing, how long are they viewing, stuff like that. Then we have BeReal. I was such a huge trend lately. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what BeReal is. I'm probably going to blur this, but pretty much you post a picture and your friends can comment on it, like it, kind of like Instagram. It's like every day. If you ever heard of 1 second every day, it's basically that. You pretty much just see all of your friends. So it goes off at different times of the day, so you don't know what's going to go off. And you're trying to be on time, and you just try to post a picture, and it adds it up at the end of the year, and like it goes into memories. And you can see all my other months. Like these are all my other months of pictures I've taken. Like every day you take a picture, and at the end of the year it gathers it up into one big slideshow for you. It's really cool. Sorry, I just went on a big ramble about that. The second widget I have on my phone is this one I made by Widgetsmith. It says "Don't give up." Also got this image from Pinterest, but I just love having it on my phone because it's definitely a big inspiration for me and what I'm going through in my life right now. And then we have music. As you guys can probably tell by Spotify, I use Spotify. So I don't only use Apple Music, but I use it time to time because I have bought a few songs on there. Then we also have Spotify, Starbucks. These are my 2 food apps, Starbucks and Coma Cookie. Starbucks, I go to Starbucks way too often. Like the amount of Starbucks receipts on my phone is like really bad, but I love it. And then we have Crumble, which is like a cookie store if you don't know, but they have flavors, and I'm actually going to dig the chocolate cookies and cream one. Looks bomb. I'm gonna get that. Then last row we have all of my like entertainment, if you know what I mean. We have Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Prime. I use Netflix the most. I don't use it every day, but I use it time to time. Like the other 3 I don't really go in, but I like to have the option because we have a family membership, so I might as well have it. Then scrolling over one more time, we just have my library, which has all of my apps. I don't have all of these apps out on my main pages because I just don't use them as often. But I do have Bible, which I use once a week to go Bible studies, so there's really no point in having it out on my homepage if I only use it once a week. We have weather. That really should be on my homepage, but I don't know why it isn't. We have BuzzFeed, which honestly I kind of forgot I had. some food apps with the widget smith, but I don't really plan on changing my home screen with the aesthetic of it anytime soon, so I just keep it in here with iMovie. See, just like that. Other editing apps I don't use at all. So that's pretty much it. That's on my phone. As for the different qualities that come with the iPhone 14, it's obviously very different from what comes with the iPhone 14 Pro and the Plus, because the Pro obviously has a third camera and it has a dynamic island where the camera is like actually floating right there, and like say this recording would be right there. But I actually don't mind that because I think it would kind of bother me, because I heard if you tap it or something, it like messes it up. But as you can see, because of my old phone, the XR, the camera is kind of raised a little bit, but this camera is actually into the screen, like it doesn't come up at all, which is very nice. Safari kind of looks the same. Actually, with iOS 16, it makes it look different, but it's not just because, okay, I was looking at No Go Away the last time I went on Safari, but it looks a little bit different. Like usually this would be up there, like it's a little bit different, but I think that's just from iOS 16. That's pretty much it, like besides the camera, like I already showed you guys. But I think that's it for everything that's on my iPhone and all the qualities. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some inspiration for how you can update your phone to iOS 16. And guys, let me know, comment down below on my community tab or just in the comments below if you want me to do more tech related videos, more unboxings, or if you guys want me to do a video of how I customize my phone to iOS 16 and what apps and where I get all the pictures and stuff. I can totally do that for you guys if you want it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe down below, and turn on notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye!